mileage, but I'm going to do the oil change anyway. Alright, working on my Kawasaki Vulcan S 2022. So what I'm going to do on this is the oil change. Got the drain plug right down in there. Very easy to access. And what I found was easy, just get one of these water dog bowl pans from Walmart. Fits under there perfectly, as you can see. And it collects just the right amount of oil. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this oil once it's all drained in there, as I'm going to drain the oil from that pan to a oil drain pan, which then I can in turn stick it into a bottle and return it to a recycling center. On the right side of the engine is the fill plug. So you can either do it with your fingers, and if it's too tight, then you can get pliers with a rag or something to protect the cap so you don't scratch it. Best take that off so you get better ventilation for the oil to come out of the engine. And then there's your viewing window of your oil level, which usually you want it kind of almost at half, but usually you'll check it with the bike in the upright position. So I was able to get that out with just my hand. That's the fill hole, which now you're going to get better ventilation as the oil drips out from underneath the engine. Okay, so it's going to be a 17 millimeter bolt, that drain plug. So get yourself a socket with a wrench, socket wrench, or just a regular wrench, and then break that thing loose. Just be careful when you do it. Don't want to bust any knuckles. Once you break it loose, you should be able to just remove this hose out of the way. Doesn't get covered in oil. Make sure that pan's nice and lined up. Just let it do its thing. So be sure to keep an eye on it. As you can see, there's oil that had spilt onto the floor as it started slowly dripping out. The position of the oil changed of its flow, and it just missed the pan completely. So now I got some fun ahead of me to clean all that crap up. Always be sure to replace the crush washer every single time that you change that oil. Otherwise, like, these crush washers are meant to crush, which is to make a good seal. So you don't want that leaking, especially while you're riding. You run out of oil, blow your motor. That's a whole different story. Go ahead and thread that drain plug in just a little bit, just to stop the seepage of oil. Then you can take brake cleaner, spray around it, just clean that up. So that way you will know if it leaks later or not. Let's go ahead, plug that up, clean it off. Should be good. You just go ahead and tighten it till it is super snug. Yeah, there we go. And I think my hand dipped into the oil a little bit. Felt nice and warm. Next thing we gotta do is we gotta change that oil filter, which is down in the front. So all right, next thing we gotta do is change that oil filter down in the front. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour this old oil right into this drain pan. And then, since the oil decided to just have a little party on my floor, I'm going to clean up this pan, since I'm going to have to relocate it under the oil filter to be able to catch any oil that comes out of there. I'd say the Vulcan S is one of the easiest bikes to do an oil change on, due to the fact that it has an exposed filter. It's not some kind of housing. One of my friends had a Kawasaki 250 little Ninja, and it had kind of looked like this. It had a little housing on it where the oil filter receded into the block, and he ended up snapping one of the little bolts because he over torqued it. And since he snapped it, I tried to get out the bolt with like a bolt biter, try to drill out that portion of the bolt that was snapped into the whole cover for the engine block. So he ended up having to buy a new one off eBay because we couldn't drill it out. And that was just a real pain in the butt. And it was just one of the filters that's not like a canister. It was just an open filter. All right, so the Vulcan S, in my opinion, is one of the easiest bikes to change the filter on because it's literally right there. So just get yourself some good pliers, some good filter pliers, and then go ahead and twist it. And I already went ahead and did that. So now I can unhand tighten it. Just gonna kind of let that drip before I continue to take my filter all the way off. Just go slow, make sure you don't make a mess. All right, so that's out. Go ahead, let me get my new filter, which I didn't have exactly next to me. So I ended up getting a K&N, which I'm going to be honest, I don't really care for K&N products as a whole. I think they're okay. So it's going to get some old oil and going to put that on the O-ring. So it does two things. It allows the oil filter to come off easily when you go to replace it again, and it keeps the O-ring from cracking, which you don't want the O-ring to crack because then oil can seep out. And you can see that the oil's still draining a little bit. Just going to go ahead and let it do that. Also, I did run the bike before draining the oil, so be careful not to burn yourself on the exhaust or any hot part of the motor, because you will learn real quick. So what I like to do is, once I get it tight enough, I just like to get a rag. That way I can get a better grip onto the oil filter, and I hand tighten it. Never over torque these. You don't want to break something. So just get a nice clean rag so you can get a better grip, and just tighten that with your hand. So get yourself a trustworthy funnel and just go ahead, dump in 1.9 quarts. That's all this engine takes. So you're gonna have 0.1 quart left if you bought one quart little jugs. Best place I found is just buy the oil like AutoZone. They're about not around $10 a piece, so yeah, $20 for 2 quarts. Ain't too bad. The motorcycle store that I usually go to, they charge about $15 per quart. And if you want to know what that noise was, that was someone's little fart can pocket bike they're riding up and down the street. So you're gonna have that seal. Make sure that seal, that O-ring, is on the fill plug. Go ahead and enter it back in. Thread that back on. What I do is I'm also going to get some brake cleaner and clean that off of any oil, so that way no sand and dirt will stick to it. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to start this thing up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start this thing up. Always wait for that fuel pump to prime before you start. It's going to get a little loud. I have an open exhaust on this thing. Nothing leaks, and that's how you do an oil change on a Kawasaki Vulcan S. It's not too hard, easy bike to work on, fun little bikes. I recommend getting one. What you will need to do this job: 17mm wrench or a socket, oil filter wrench, 1.9 quarts of 10W40 for the Kawasaki Vulcan S. I believe that ranges from 2015 to current 2026. Which I still believe they are in production. Same parallel V-twin motor that comes out of the Ninja 650, which is a pretty peppy motor on this little bike. It doesn't reach high-end speeds like the predecessor of the Ninja does, but you know, speed kills. So tone it down out there, guys. This is Chemical Spore out. So it is very imperative that you change out the crush washer. You can see this crush washer here has all these different grooves on it. This one's brand new, so that will help prevent any future oil leaks. So do not skimp out on changing these crush washers on the drain plug. That's a lot of crush washers.